Coming at number 10, Byron Denton. Starting us off at number 10 is actually someone who was trying to show people just how easy it was to fake living a life of luxury. Bizarrely enough though, people still called this vlogger out for exposing himself. Although if you're doing that, you probably missed the point of his posts. Many people were convinced though that this London-based vlogger had suddenly become ultra wealthy. Inspired by his fellow YouTuber George Mason, who had faked going on vacation, Byron decided to try his hand at Photoshop, but with a different approach. He genuinely wanted to see if the reason people had an obsession with celebrities was due to the fact that most people can't afford to live the lives that they flaunt on social media. This became evident when a Photoshop picture of him on a private jet hit 1,000 likes in just 7 seconds. He also went on to expose his editing of designer brands and the powerful effect that it had on the audience engaging with his content. In a follow-up video he said, "Me wearing a designer top or designer shoes, the likes I got on those photos, even though it's still an outfit of a day though, just of me wearing a certain outfit, just doesn't contain any designer, to then be pulling 12,000 likes. So that's like 10,000 more people clicking the like button of me wearing designer, just because I'm wearing designer." Coming at number 9, Her Royal Highness. Fans of this popular Chinese video blogger got quite the shock upon finding out that she wasn't exactly who she said she was. The blogger has always referred to herself as Your Highness and just so happened to have a technical glitch during one of her live streams that accidentally revealed to her audience that she was not really the young glamorous woman that she was portraying. Turns out that she was just catfishing the whole time. You see, what happened was during a joint live stream she was urged by her fans to show her face and remove the filter that she had been using, but she refused, apparently adding, "I can't show my face until I receive gifts worth 100,000 yuan. After all, I'm a good looking host." Followers apparently then began sending her donations, but at some point the filter that she was using stopped working, revealing that she was actually a middle-aged woman. Although she didn't notice the glitch until people began leaving her VIP access room in large numbers. Coming number 8, Another Beautiful Day. A couple of German influencers really upset the internet after they tried to solicit donations from their fans for an upcoming vacation. The couple had launched a campaign on GoFundMe where they tried to finance a trip that would include things like hotel stays, phone cards, and bikes for the ride. And their plea for this money was just as strange. In their post they said, "We could write a long text about mental health or global warming, we could tell you about following your dreams or how important stepping out of your comfort zone is, we could tell you how beautiful traveling is and its benefits, or the fact that most news don't match reality, but we're going to show you, less talking, more action." On top of that, the real exposing came when they accidentally admitted that Caitlyn's mother, who works 2 jobs, was also helping them go on all these lavish vacations for their Instagram page. In an article by BuzzFeed, the couple's response to being exposed was just as sad. During the interview they said, "Some will tell us to get jobs like everyone else and stop begging, but when you have the impact we do on others' lives, getting a job is not an option. We could model and make fast money, but we don't want to advertise consumerism. A normal job at this point would be detrimental." Every day our society strays further from God. Coming at number 7, Tiffany Mitchell. This lifestyle blogger based in Nashville had to answer to a lot of critics after she turned her terrifying motorcycle accident into a photo shoot opportunity. While being interviewed by BuzzFeed after this backlash, she said that she would never have turned a very important personal story like this into a brand campaign, adding, "I'm sad that some people are taking it that way," before requesting that BuzzFeed not do the story because it would then draw negative attention. Although when it came to the photo shoot, this was not the case. Some of the photos of her lying on the road being tended to strategically had a bottle of smart water placed in the shot. Now, while we're not debating as to whether or not her accident was real, what's definitely not real are these super high quality shots of her just lying in the middle of the road. And the comments were quick to point this out. One person writes, "This must have been super scary and I'm glad you're okay, but if my friend continued to take photos while I was lying semi-unconscious in the road, I'd be furious. I love your photos, but it's a little weird to include those." It certainly is. Coming number 6, Logan Paul. Logan Paul's ability to bounce back from controversy is like nothing else, and because he is constantly embroiled in scandals, he has become no stranger to being exposed. This one is just as bizarre though. Back in 2016, Logan decided that he was going to clickbait some of his fans by putting out a video called "These Glasses Cured My Colorblindness." In the video, Logan puts on some glasses that were specially made to counteract the effects of colorblindness. He then claims that they allowed him to see color for the first time in his life, which implies that he had black and white vision previously. Although that right there is a red flag. Colorblind people do not really see in black and white except for some really rare cases. But as soon as Logan puts on these magic glasses, he is suddenly getting emotional. He also says really questionable things like not knowing that his own parrot had multicolored feathers. And after the video gained a ton of views, people genuinely started to believe that he truly was colorblind. However, a year later he then admitted that the whole thing wasn't legit. He claimed to have not lied about it, but rather embellished to create a story. Coming in number 4, Casey Cisnowski. A Florida student and influencer certainly learned the hard way that lying on Instagram can come back to bite you. Casey here posted a photo of herself allegedly before a big hike. In the post she captioned it with, "Nature is the ultimate healer to all of our problems. Unfortunately for Casey, her sister was not far away and wasn't going to let her get away with this. On Twitter, Carly posted a screenshot of her sister's post and revealed what was actually happening behind the scenes. In the tweet she said, "My sister said she was going hiking, this is our backyard." And as you can see from the photo that she attached, her sister is 100% just posting up in her own backyard. Twitter users found the story pretty hilarious, but several people were also very impressed by the size of that backyard, saying that it actually looked like a place that you could go hiking. Coming in number 3, Johanna Olson. When you become famous for being a travel blogger, people are watching because they want to see an authentic experience wherever you're currently visiting. I've watched travel vlogs to learn more about certain countries, but the Instagram travel vlogger feels like nothing more than a chance to promote some products with a unique background. At least you'd hope the background is unique. But for travel blogger Johanna Olson though, she decided that organic photos weren't the best way to go. After getting an awful seat at a restaurant, Johanna was upset with the scenery behind her in this photo and therefore decided to Photoshop her own. A sneaky tactic that would have gone unseen if it weren't for so many people on the internet that know what Photoshop is. And it wasn't just one photo though, she also placed herself over a bridge that she never was physically taking photos at. All this influencer fail did though was show us how inauthentic Instagram can truly be. Coming in number 2, Lisa Lee. Back in 2019, this social media influencer from China was not only exposed for living a double life, but she was exposed by her own landlord. Footage of her messy apartment quickly went viral after this blogger with 1.1 million followers tried to pass off that she was living some lavish lifestyle. After Lisa had missed several payments on her utilities, the landlord decided to take a look inside of the apartment. The landlord, Miss Shen, even gave a guided tour of the filthy apartment and told the news team recording that even professional cleaners had refused to clean up the apartment. And when I say messy, that is an understatement. There was garbage scattered all over the floors, moldy food on the counters, and dog poop smeared in various spots. Miss Shen then told the news team interviewing her that despite this influencer presenting to be a beautiful woman, her real life was much more disgusting. Once she had been exposed for living this double life, Lisa apologized to her landlord and said that complete responsibility lies with her on the incident. She also promised to clean everything and blamed the mess on a busy schedule. Last but certainly not least, on our number 1 spot, Ollie London. Now this one is pretty cut and dry, but I felt like it was important to include. Ollie London is a white influencer who said that he identifies as Korean. He even had multiple cosmetic surgeries to make himself look like Jimin from BTS. Ollie had gone viral after he exposed his new face and revealed that he had no less than 18 cosmetic surgeries to mimic a Korean looking face. According to a previous YouTube video posted by the influencer, their surgeries have included a facelift, brow lift, temple lift, eye surgery, and a dental procedure, which is a lot of work to get done just to live a fake life as a fake Korean. I don't know about you all, but I feel like this transracial stuff is going a little too far. I'm all for letting people live their lives the way that they want to, but come on, this is just next level offensive. Many people on Twitter were quick to let Ollie know their thoughts. One user said, "As a Korean non-binary person, I haven't really talked about the Ollie London thing, but the fact that they are acting like it's genuine and that it's part of the journey due to an identity issue really irks me. It's a mockery of trans people and its cultural appropriation."
At number 9, Brittany Dawn. One of the fastest ways to lose followers as an influencer is by lying or scamming your fans, and this is how TikToker Brittany Dawn was exposed for being fake. Back in 2018, Brittany faced heaps of backlash after she was accused of scamming her followers into paying $300 for a diet plan, exercise program, and online coaching session. Not only that, but she also promised her fans that she would be providing them with a book to follow along with her course, but it turns out that this was all a scam, since after paying for the package, many people received nothing at all. One customer actually tried confronting her about stealing all this money from her fans, and she eventually owned up to her scamming ways and made an apology video, but only after reading a pretty vague and insincere apology from her phone addressing the backlash that she was receiving. Even now, Brittany still hasn't issued full refunds to those who had been conned, and some people even started a petition to stop her from promoting this program, warning future customers about its fraudulence. In the petition, it says, quote, "With over 500,000 followers, primarily made up of young girls, Brittany falsely promotes women empowerment on her social media platforms while continually scamming and lying to her followers, clients, and fans. Brittany has scammed hundreds of women out of their hard-earned money through fraudulent practices of her LLC, Brittany Dawn Fitness." Now before I carry on with the list, I would like to take a moment to ask you guys to consider leaving a like on this video if you're enjoying it so far, because we really appreciate your support and it helps the channel out a lot. At number 8, Adil Rajput. Imagine faking a tragedy just to get famous. Sounds sickening, but it's been done before. TikTok star Adil Rajput is someone who tried to trick his fans into believing that he had died just to gain fame, but when fans found out, things got ugly for him. Basically, the story here goes that Adil got his wife to make a video informing his fans about his passing, saying that Adil was, quote, "no longer with us," and that he had gotten into an accident and passed away. As fans did, they mourned the loss of this creator, and even the influencer's local mosque announced Adil's passing. Many fans made their way to the TikToker's house to share their condolences, only to find Adil alive and well. He was caught living a fake life, or maybe that would have been a fake death. Either way, it was fake and fans weren't happy. A tragedy like this isn't something to fake or make light of. In the wake of this controversy, Adil's wife blamed the media for blowing up the story and quote, sensationalizing on their pain, end quote. Soon after getting caught in their lie, Adil posted a video of him in a cast with his head bandaged, and fans were angry that Adil pulled a stunt like this. He started trending on Twitter, being cancelled by fans, and his popularity took a real hit. At number 7, Newmain. TikTok star Newmain has been exposed for having a fake online presence after it was discovered that none of their content is original. A TikTok user by the name of Joey Bailey exposed Newmain for stealing content from other creators on the platform and passing it off as his own. Joey posted a video to the platform doing a side-by-side comparison of Newmain's videos and other creators' content, showing that the material is basically identical. This exposure had mixed feelings, with some agreeing that this content theft is wrong, while others debate that this sort of thing is expected on TikTok. I think the part that really upset most people was the fact that Newmain basically built their whole platform off the backs of other creators with no recognition. But what are your thoughts on this? At number 6, Taylor Paul. If you could get famous by being haunted, would you do it? For TikToker Taylor Paul, that's how she amassed 1.9 million followers on the platform, because some of her biggest videos on the app are about her house allegedly being haunted. To give you an example of how haunted her house really is, take a look at this clip. It looks like something straight out of Beetlejuice, but some people are skeptical of just how haunted this TikToker's house really is because it just looks too staged to be real. There are fans out there who say that the haunted house content that Taylor posts is 100% fake, and it's just a matter of people moving things around with string and other editing hacks. Taylor is seemingly living a fake life by pretending to live in a haunted house. I'm sure that people who have actually had paranormal experiences could tell you that you wouldn't want to be in that kind of situation, never mind flex it. So this is just a case of faking it till you make it. At number 5, Bella Porch. Here's some speculation that I'd like you guys to debunk. While there may not necessarily be concrete evidence, many people who frequent the internet and specifically TikTok believe that one of the platform's creators is living a fake life. Bella Porch, known for her lip syncing and now budding music career, is who a lot of people suspect is living a fake life, with those believing that she's using a fake name and was created as a brand by the marketing company BAS Media. The reason people seem to believe that Bella is fake is because there's seemingly no evidence of an internet presence prior to 2020 where she suddenly blew up online. Although this type of boost in fame is possible, it's rare to see someone go from 0 to 100 that quickly, so people think that she was hired simply to become famous. Much like many other creators on the platform, Bella has had her share of controversies and scandals, but as we know, sometimes these scandals are created just to get someone's name in the news, so maybe this marketing scheme theory really could be real. But what do you guys think? At number 4, Jedediah. This next TikToker, known online as Jedediah, blew up on the app after a video he posted trying a milkshake for the first time went viral on the platform. This user was allegedly posing as an ex-Amish person and had been making content experiencing things that he supposedly had never experienced while living in the Amish community, but was later exposed for lying about everything. It turned out that Jedediah had never actually been Amish and made the account as a joke. Another user on the app posted a series of videos on the app exposing Jedediah and his lies, revealing that he was actually just a guy from South Carolina named Ethan Linder. According to sources, quote, his sister literally posted a stupid video that took off unintentionally. They claim that nothing was ever intended as a scam, and this just took off on the app as a fluke. The first post that blew up on the app gained over 9 million views, leading to the Jedediah page receiving about 370,000 followers, and soon they allegedly asked fans for money as they linked a Venmo page for quote, Jed's next adventure. After fans found out that this was all fake, they didn't take kindly to the news, especially those who contributed to the page monetarily. At number 3, Nessa Barrett. TikTok star Nessa Barrett is one of the platform's biggest creators with over 16 million followers. Since blowing up on the app, she was considered to be part of the Hype House as well as the Sway House, gaining popularity with a number of other big-time TikTok creators. With a lot of the success that she was already gaining from the platform, she slowly transitioned into creating a music career, but after posting a music video for one of her songs, people called her out for being fake and copying another artist. Some fans were quick to point out that one of her music videos looked a lot like artist Peach PRC's video for her song. Thankfully for Nessa, she didn't receive too much backlash for this, since Peach was pretty understanding about the content being copied. It seems like there's a lot of copying and recycling of content with these TikTokers, which makes people think that these stars aren't actually as creative as they claim to be. Nessa was pretty much living a fake life in the sense that she took credit for another person's creativity, making fans think that she did it all on her own when that wasn't exactly true. And finally, at number 1, Vu Nguyen. Capping things off, we have TikToker Vu Nguyen, who was exposed for queerbaiting after posting a series of videos pretending to be a gay couple. The videos that Vu posted with their friend Ben showed the pair doing quote, cute couple things, and even though at first it had the internet enamored with their young love, it soon turned into criticism criticism after they were exposed for faking it all. They were also exposed by fellow classmates who alleged that the pair had been homophobic to other queer kids in the school, just adding to the internet inferno that they were already facing. Most people were upset to see that they were living this fake life because their alleged relationship gave hope to other gay couples that they too could be celebrated, but instead it hurt the community, as many said that this is damaging to the gay community and is seen as queer baiting.
Coming number 10, Hush Puppy. Nigerian influencer Hush Puppy once flaunted a life of luxury that many became very envious of. He seemed to have it all, from penthouses to expensive cars. Hush Puppy was always posting about his lavish lifestyle. He often attached messages of motivation, but now people are realizing that it was all just a big scam. Recently, he admitted to conning people out of at least $24 million, including $1 million that was meant for a children's hospital in Qatar. Anytime someone inquired about how Hush Puppy gained his wealth, he would claim that he amassed his fortune by playing the real estate market in Dubai. However, this facade he was putting forth was broken apart by the FBI, who raided the influencer's home and found $41 million in cash, 13 luxury cars valued at around $6.8 million, and phone and computer evidence containing more than 100,000 fraud files and the addresses of nearly 2 million possible victims. He then was arrested and flown to the US, where he was transferred to a jail in California where he will await his sentencing. Coming number 9, French fakery. A French influencer by the name of Oceane El Himar, who rose to fame on a reality show, posted a photo of herself in business class thinking that no one would recognize her. She captioned the photo with "Next stop, Monaco," but unfortunately for her, a fan ended up spotting her in economy class wearing the exact same outfit as in the post. They then took a sneaky pic of the influencer in her seat, and within a matter of moments it went viral on Twitter. Honestly though, a lot of people were split on this. Some praised her for knowing how to save money while also flaunting a lifestyle online to continue getting paid, while others said that exposing her was important to make sure her followers don't fall victim to these unrealistic expectations. One user points out, "It's good to expose these unrealistic standards these fake internet models set for young girls and boys, so they don't grow up idolizing the wrong people and the wrong lifestyle." Couldn't agree more. Coming number 8, Chase McNary. A Bachelorette contestant actually tried to persuade someone into giving him free rent. As you can see in this email request, they said that they were reaching out on behalf of a Bachelor in Paradise contestant and social influencer named Chase. After bragging about the big following that he has, then the begging begins. Right at the bottom of the email, you can see that they request for free rent by saying, "As a Denver local and owner of Revel Social, Chase is looking to partner with an apartment complex in Denver as a live-in social influencer and absolutely loves your property. If this is something you would like to discuss further, please let me know." What in the hell is a live-in influencer? That's my question. I guess most influencers just live in the wild? I just can't get over how bold someone would have to be to say that their follower count equals free rent. Coming number 7, Victoria Waldrop. Also known as Whoa Vicky, this famous kid came under a ton of fire for cultural appropriation when she began posting videos on Instagram claiming to be black. Her first rise to popularity came during the lotion challenge back in 2017, and since then her online antics have raised some questions. Namely, how does one stop this famous kid from continuously acting more and more ridiculous than she is? It really just comes down to the way that she behaves in nearly every video that she was posting, throwing money around, calling people out, and flexing way too much for someone that young. Seriously though, where are her parents, and has anyone asked them why she's allowed to be so crazy online? I just have a lot of questions about this chick. Coming number 6, virtue signaling. Okay, so this one is just next level clout chasing, and the worst part is that it's coming from a lot of micro influencers. After the Henan province was devastated by massive floods and torrential rain, it destroyed thousands of homes and resulted in an economic loss of $384 million. Reportedly, the catastrophic landscape started to become the perfect backdrop for Chinese influencers to post videos where they pretended to be saving people. Yes, they were actually pretending to save people. One report said that an influencer even went as far as stealing a rescue boat to make their videos seem more legit. When stopped by the actual people that were trying to rescue people, you can hear a rescuer shouting, "It's crystal clear to everyone here that you weren't really trying to save people, you are scumbags." Well, that's one way to deal with them. Coming number 5, Daisy Marquez. Some influencers are really out here trying anything and everything to garner more attention for themselves, and if that means faking that your house is haunted, then so be it. YouTuber Daisy Marquez is a prime example of this after she posted a video to Twitter where the door behind her mysteriously opens. Immediately her eyes open wide in shock as she tells her audience that she might be getting stalked by a ghost. Although one fan exposed her by saying, "Am I the only one that thinks this is too staged? Having seen Daisy's videos, she probably would never film in that lighting, and it looks straight out clickbait, considering she posted about going on house hunting a few days before posting this." Coming number 4, Carolyn Stritch. Faking on Instagram just seems so commonplace nowadays, from airbrushing blemishes or enhancing a sunset, or like Carolyn, completely faking a trip to Disney. This UK-based influencer with 457,000 followers decided to pull the wool over people's eyes twice, although she was more so doing this as an experiment to prove to people just how easy it is to fake your life online. The influencer, who was 32 at the time, posted a heavily edited photo of herself and captioned it with, "Tomorrow I'm going to be 22 and I'm treating myself with a trip to California. I'm off to Disneyland." Then she posted an edited photo of herself standing in front of Sleeping Beauty's castle. However, if you've ever been to Disney, then you'd know this was photoshopped almost immediately. To get a photo like that with absolutely no other tourists around you would be next to impossible. It would require them to actually shut down the entire area, but regardless, her post was still liked by over 17,000 people and impressed many in the comments section. Coming number 3, caught in the act. In a perfect world, influencers would make it illegal for people to take photos of them that they intend on photoshopping later, so that they don't get brutally exposed online for living a fake life. Unfortunately for this influencer, some eagle-eyed spectator had caught the moment that she was doing a photo shoot for her Instagram, and the photo that she actually posted is insanely different. As you can see, she had used some crazy photo editing to make herself completely unrecognizable from the image taken on the right hand side, which looks like an aerial shot that someone snapped while passing by this parking garage photo shoot. It could be a copycat, but most likely she has used some filtering app or Photoshop to get the fake image that she wanted. Coming number 2, Belle Gibson. Back in the early days of Instagram, influencer Belle Gibson was one of the first major con artists. In the 2010s, this Australian wellness influencer got tons of followers for promoting a diet of clean eating and launching an app called The Whole Pantry. Here's where things started to get a little bit weird though. She told her followers that this diet that she had created had been helping her battle and even cure multiple types of cancer, including a brain tumor. After doing tons of tours and speaking gigs, she said that she had been diagnosed with more cancer. Following that, she released a cookbook and promised her followers that the proceeds would be going to various charities. However, in March of 2015, a report surfaced that said the $300,000 that she had made had not been donated anywhere. She then tried to claim that she had been falsely diagnosed with cancer, but then later admitted that she never had any type of cancer. And by 2017, a federal court in Melbourne had ordered her to pay $410,000 in fines for false charity claims.